My name is Brent Whalen. I am a resident here in Carroll County, Westminster. Been here the majority of my life. I've been asked to kind of tell my story with my COVID experience. I had a strong belief, of course, the typical conspiracy theory that, in 7 years from now, there's going to be 100 million Americans that are going to end up with some kind of weird cancer and die. Only because I just realized, I thought that this vaccine was created so quickly and without any kind of long-term studies that I was just worried. And, relatively being healthy my entire life, this S on my chest was big enough that I thought that I was not possibly going to get it, invulnerable kind of thing. I got a call from my friend who asked me what I was doing one Tuesday evening. And I said nothing. And he goes, "That's great. I have tickets to the Eagles concert." And I'm like, "Oh yes, I would like to go." But he said, "Well, you have to either show a negative test or you have to show the fact that you've been vaccinated." Well, I knew that I could not get a negative test back in time. So I called around thinking, okay, if I got to be truly vaccinated, then I've got to do the J&J, and so I called around, and here in Carroll County, nothing. Frederick County, nothing. Baltimore County, nothing. So I actually found a giant pharmacy in Leesburg, Virginia. And so I drove Monday afternoon to Leesburg, Virginia for completely and totally selfish reasons to get vaccinated so I could go to the Eagles concert on Tuesday. Tuesday night I was in bed early, and as far as the fevers, the chills, the aches, but of course I still thought side effects. And so again, being a typical male, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Dayquil, NyQuil, I heard zinc and vitamins. I'm doing everything I can possibly do. And then so finally on Friday, I'm like, you know what, I think I'm sick. So I finally called the Express Care out there on 140, and they said, our earliest appointment is Sunday at 5 p.m. This is now the 5th. And so, and by now, I'm struggling. I'm sick. Sunday, I go in there, I check in, they make you wait in the car. I was in my Jeep, and I didn't even know if I was going to make it back in. When I walked back in there, they're like, "Mr. Whalen, you don't look good." And I said, "I don't feel good." They got back, they stuck the swab up my nose, and they also put a pulse ox on me. And I was like 79. And they're like, they actually called the ambulance right there. And at that point, I still didn't think that I was in any kind of danger. Nothing. And as soon as they actually put an oxygen mask on me, and I instantly felt better because I had oxygen. Ambulance came, and I was actually kidding around with the EMTs, in the back, kind of like, I even took pictures when I'm in the ambulance, still not taking anything seriously whatsoever. And then, pardon my language, all hell broke loose. Literally Thursday morning, literally, it wasn't a gradual thing. It wasn't like that it was kind of progressing. All of a sudden, I could not breathe. And it's scary. So, of course, they instantly come in because they monitor. They could see that my oxygen levels were dropping. They actually put another, a bigger mask on me, and they're like, "We're going down to the second floor." And I'm thinking, like, what's on the second floor? Snacks? I don't know, But of course, that's where the CCU is. Got down there, and it's a completely different world down there. It's a scary place to even walk into. Because there's no more like as far as just them wearing masks or shields. Down there, they look like space aliens. They're in full suits and masks and shields, and it's serious. And they get me in there, and you're in a room, and it's total isolation. And there's machines, and you can't really do any. It's not fun. So they asked me. They said, "Mr. Whalen, have you ever laid on your stomach?" And I said, "No, it's uncomfortable. I've never slept on my stomach, and I really don't like to, and I would rather not to." And they basically said, "Well, if you don't, your chances of survival are not going to be good." I know that people have their own opinions about this virus and vaccinations, and I am guilty as charged. I had that impression that, again, this was just all conspiracy, and how to vaccine this quickly, how safe is it, until it actually happens to you, or it happens to somebody that you know or you love, and you see just how horrible it is, and what you have to go through to get back to, for the ones that actually have a chance to get back to normal. And of course, all the people that say, well, I was only sick for 2 days and it felt like the flu and I'm fine now. They don't understand how lucky they are. They have no idea. So all I can say is that, if I had a chance to go back and do it again, would I have waited so long? Absolutely not. And people say, well, I don't know about the booster or whatever. Well, I guess, it's going to make me sick, and you know what? And here's the thing. And maybe there are side effects down the road, 10, 20 years, whatever. And that's fine. I'll take my chances, because I know that right now, if you get it, it'll kill you now, and you will have the other 10 or 20 years. Everyone's going to make their own opinion and their own judgment, and they got to determine what's best for them. But do your homework and just be safe. Be safe and think not just about you, but think about your family. Think about the people that you'll leave behind, and what they need you for, or the fact what they mean to you. Because I had so many people that were praying for me and were so glad that I made it, that I never really thought about it. I kind of take all that stuff for granted, and now every day is a blessing. It could be the worst weather, it could be the worst day ever, and it's always going to be the best day for me, because I was given another chance that some people just don't get it.